What is up, you guys? I'm up here in the Pacific Northwest visiting my buddy Dillon's awesome collection. He's got some sick Burms, some sick ball pythons, angolans, green trees. We're gonna check it all out, so stay tuned.
This is Yoshi, a blue-faced Rhino Iguana from Thai Park.
This is from Thai Park?
Yep. Originally, we got him from our buddy Roddy, but he was originally from Thai. Just chill dude. It was a dream lizard for Amanda, and you know, wanted her to have it, and well, I guess we both kind of fell in love with the dude.
You have him cohab with the tortoises?
Yep, we have him cohabbed with the redfoot. She'll probably come out at some point once she sees that there's more greens there. But she usually just kind of chills under the rock most of the day.
That's so cool.
I just thought it was really interesting. It's one of the very few species you can cohab. So I'm like, why not have a cool exhibit I can just enjoy and look at? I mean, I think I originally saw the video with Camp Kennan, I think it was, who had them together. And I was like, you know what, that's badass. Like, I love tortoises. We have him, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's get a freaking redfoot. Throw him in there. Like, I want another tortoise. So we made it happen. They get along great. Besides, he bullies for all the berries. Right. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm one of those. You don't have to breed everything, man. Just love it and enjoy it. You know.
That's how I feel some stuff.
Too many people just jump in. They're like, oh, let me get a pair. Let me get a trio. You know what? If that's your plan with breeding, cool. But didn't we all just fall in love with the reptiles? No, it took him a good year of us working with him straight to get to where he's at to chill with us. He used to just freak the hell out when we first got him, but just a lot of work and patience, you'll get him. Honestly, man, just open the cage, let him get used to you, hang out in the room. So we just open the enclosure while we're cleaning and shit, and just, you know, kind of let him get used to us. Sometimes he'd jump out and that'd be another scenario, but really just open the cage, let him get used to you, put your hand there for a little while. We kind of did it monitor style, I guess. Exactly. You know, and just let him get used to you. Don't force anything. Give him little pets. Yeah, what's up, bud? And that was about it, man. Just consistency, though. Every single day. We didn't miss a day. And Amanda honestly did a ton of work with him. She was in here hours a day just, you know, trying to get used to him. And eventually he just kind of, it was like a switch. Once we had him for like 6 months to a year or so, it was just like automatic, and then he was super chill. We could pet him. You know, I always tell people this, and this is a big thing I like to reiterate. Cages are just that. It's a cage. It's a bedroom, right? You go there to eat, fuck, sleep, right? So we got to take them out. You can't just leave them in there. You know, socialize them. That's a big part of it. Let's see. Grab some keys here.
Yeah, because you're big on getting them out and letting them exercise and roam.
You have to, man. I mean, here's the thing with Burms especially, not so much retics, that's a different story, but with Burms, they're very much, I hate to say like a ball python, but behaviorally, as far as they like tighter quarters, they are similar in that matter, right? Right. So for me though, they still need to come out and exercise. They still need to work those muscles, work that food down. You know, they're going to be wandering around, finding different spots to hide in the wild. So why don't we let them out and chill? Plus, that's my time to enjoy them. Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? I don't just breed them to breed them. I breed them because I love them. Right. So let me pull this big granite girl out here. Yeah, so this is Karma. I got her It was actually a local gentleman I got her from, but she was originally produced by Keith Basilko. She's a granite Posthead albino green lab. She actually just laid a month ago. Already back on food, super inquisitive. She is just such a sweetheart.
It's like a puppy dog, man.
Yeah, she is so sweet, man.
Now, do you hook train these two, like with retics and everything?
Yeah, I hook train these guys from the second they're born. Even before they shed, when I'm pulling them out, I hook train them. So just to get them used to, you know, being touched. Hey, this isn't food time. I'd rather them know quickly than to wait and hook train
to wait until they get bigger.
You know, that way it's just instilled from birth, and that way they're sweethearts like this when they get older. You see, she didn't even really hiss. Some are talkers; they will hiss a little bit. I can run the vacuum right by her head. I could literally touch her head with the vacuum if I want.
And
she won't
totally
do anything.
fine.
She'll just move her head. Be like, "Damn it, Dad."
What's the age on this girl?
She is 4 years old now. Look at body condition more than anything versus a date to feed them.
But that way they're not full of food all the time, digesting out the whole...
Yeah, exactly. I want them to get out at least a few times for a week or two and cruise around the room, exercise those muscles and those lungs, and, you know, just kind of do their thing so they're not in a constant state of digestion. And then I'll say, hey, you know, it's been a few weeks. Let me go get them some meals, you know? But I don't go off any sort of set schedule. Now, when they're younger, I do. You know, when they're first born, I'll feed them weekly, and then I'll go to every 2 weeks. And then once they hit, you know, that kind of 2-year mark, I'll switch it up and, hey, don't burn yourself, sweetheart.
Like, I like the heat.
Right.
She's like, there's heat there, it feels nice.
That's gorgeous, bro.
But yeah, I don't go off any real strict. So this is Gizmo. He is a green double head albino granite. He was actually one of my first Burmese python morphs that I ever got.
That's so cool.
And he's just an amazing dude. Super bright for green of his age and size. This guy actually is stuck on rats. He won't eat rabbits to save my damn life. But he'll chow down jumbo rats like it's nothing. And he will breed anything you put him to. The more problem with Burms is the female catching her in the mood and cycling her right. If she's not in the mood, you'll know, and you better pull that male. If I introduce a male and the female's throwing up her tail, she starts pissing,
Wiggling
she's
and
tail wagging, the females will actually buck. If that's the case, I'm immediately gonna pull that male. I'm not gonna walk away at all, and I'm gonna take him out, because otherwise you're really risking your male at that point. That female, if given the chance and really not in the mood, will injure your male. You really have to cycle these animals differently, and like I said, if a female's not in the mood, you need to pull that male. Don't walk away. I never pair and walk away.
So
if I
keep an eye out the
do,
whole
I'm
time.
like, I'll go outside, you know, take a quick dab, come back in, and I'm still paying attention the whole time. I just don't want to risk my animals like that. It's more important to me to have these guys than to breed them. So this is Gizmo, though. Like I said, I'm really excited about this dude. He throws some really amazing babies. He's produced some normals for me that are just absolutely insane. So every trait in Burmese, besides hypo, is a recessive. Every single trait.
That's crazy.
But the thing about greens is the hets used to be known as leopards or bedrocks because of the reduced pattern and brightness that they throw.
Right.
But not every green throws those animals. So it's kind of like it's a hit or miss thing.
Right.
She's an ivory granite,
Gorgeous.
possible het albino green lab. She was the one I actually tried to pair Merlin to this year. I'm going for some more hypo lab stuff. Possibly hit some visual albino labs and green labs as well in there. But like I said, I think he's a little intimidated by her. So we'll wait and see what happens. But super clean for an ivory. You'll notice they have that kind of yellow dorsaling, but for an ivory, she's actually really clean. A lot of the ivories get super, like, hate to say tingy yellow, but real tingy yellow versus this lighter kind of beige yellow color.
This is crispy.
So
This is super clean, like the yellow's nice, the white's super stark.
yeah, I just love this girl. She's a total sweetheart. So this is the super hypo, or ivory. Then she's also a visual granite. Hard to tell from looking at them, but I know the pairing, she's a visual granite. So she is technically super hypo, visual granite, and then Poshet, albino green, and labyrinth. Only way to know that's to prove it out, but we'll find out soon enough.
Really big.
Come here, hon. So we've had her for going on almost 5 years. And she's given me clutches 3 years, or 4 years, excuse me, sorry. But I've actually only bred her for 2 of those years. The last 2 years in a row, she's laid retained sperm clutches that were a mix between fertile and unfertile eggs, but all in all, perfectly healthy clutches, which is pretty amazing to me. I always thought, you know, they could have 1 retained sperm clutch and after that it was done. I have not bred this girl in over 2 years, and she's still giving me
dropped
fertile
2 clutches.
Yep, she just likes being a mama. So she is such a sweetheart, though. So this is Primrose. She is a platy phantom golden child.
I knew there was golden child in that.
Yep, and she's honestly a sweetheart, man. It's kind of like Karma, the one thing I didn't mention. She's a little goofball too. She likes to blow bubbles in her water. The second I see her cage, she'll come just bury her head in the water and just start blowing bubbles in the water. It's actually kind of cute, honestly, but it's just a pet as far as I'm concerned. I just like having her around, to be honest with you. I've considered letting her go a few times, but then every time I do, I'm like, no, she's such a sweetheart, you know, like. This is a Biok female. I named her Miss McGonagall, just because I'm kind of a nerd like that. And she's a beautiful girl, though. She was originally an import animal, and I know a lot of people hate on imports, but she's a longtime captive. To our best knowledge, she's 5 years old. She was with my buddy for 2 years. It was with his buddy for a couple years, then it was with him for 2 years before I scooped her up. Fall in love with these guys, because you know, it's one thing when I see them on your channel and other guys' channels, they look beautiful, but it's something else when you get to actually interact with these guys. And I went down to my buddy's house, interacted with him, fell in love, and then he said he was gonna let this girl go. And I was like, yep, she's mine, you know?
She's chill.
So they're really, honestly, like, so I was scared too at first, because from everybody I heard in the, you know, in the past, oh, they're super hard to keep, you can't keep them alive for shit, blah, blah, blah. One, well, you're dealing with imports, yeah, that's any import though. Right. But as far as, you know, today there's so many captive bred babies you can get. Like I said, she is an import originally, but she was with my friends for years. And you know, I knew it was a calculated risk is what it was. But they're so much easier to take care of than I thought. Right. You know, I spray her every couple days just to make sure I keep that humidity up. I give her fresh water every day or every other day. You know, I won't say daily because sometimes I work 12 hours and then I'm cleaning everybody I space. So I'll do it the next morning. Respect. But other than that, feed them. Yeah. You feed them, clean them, they're amazing.
They're good to go.
They're nowhere near the nightmare that people describe. Now I'm sure when it comes to breeding, I might change my mind, you know, but I'm ready for that, and it's just a passion project. But if you just want to keep them, honestly, I think you should just do it. They're amazing. I was scared as hell when I first got them. I'm like, oh, they're so delicate, I can't touch them, I can't do anything. But look at this girl, I've been holding her, she's chill, she's not biting me. I always thought they were gonna bite the hell out of me. You know, and I was like, I already deal with baby Burms that are chainsaws. I don't need anything else biting the shit out of me all the time.
Tearing up your hands.
So, like I said, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm new to this. I could be wrong. But as far as what I've experienced, they're nowhere near the nightmare people said they were. And they're honestly just beautiful, amazing animals. Sometimes I just sit here and stare at her, to be honest. You know, I'll take her perch out and I might just leave it on top of the rhino enclosure and just let her chill while I'm cleaning tubs and stuff, you know. We've got two Burmese clutches in there. Unfortunately, I had 3 Burmese clutches this year. The first clutch was a complete miss. The eggs that did look good, I lost. But we still have 2 nice, perfectly healthy clutches in there for Burms. 3 ball clutches so far. I'm expecting 5 more clutches in the next 60 days and hopefully another 5 to 10 after that. But they'll go when they go.
Now you're big on puzzle, right?
I love the puzzle stuff. So I'm still pretty new to the puzzle stuff. Last year was my first year producing visual puzzle stuff. But honestly, I've gotten rid of a lot of my stuff to invest in more puzzle stuff. this is gonna sound horrible, but I was a hater at first when I saw a puzzle. I was like, why am I gonna pay money for a freaking recessive leopard?
I can relate, 'cause I feel the same way about Ultramel.
Yeah.
To me, it's a recessive banana.
Exactly. So then I saw it though, and I hatched one. So I'll show you the first visual we hit, which was a Mojave puzzle girl. And
this is last year production, right?
Yep, last year's production, and ever since then, I've just been absolutely obsessed with it. And I didn't like Mojave either, to be honest with you.
And it looks even better in person, honestly.
This is just like puzzle Mojave right here.
Yep, just Mojave puzzle.
Oh, man,
Just that neck striping is insane, how it just connects all the way through. You get these nice whites coming up from the belly that are just really insane to me. It almost looks like if you were to like flip the snake upside down, it's like paint drips, right?
Right, I see that.
But coming up, and I just freaking love that. That with this crazy striping, it obviously highlights color a bit as well. I just can't wait to work this into everything. So I'll just tell you now, I'm working it into DG, Clown, hypo, which we should have our first chance at double visual hypo puzzle stuff this year. Next year I'll be making both visual puzzle Posset Clown stuff and visual Clown Posset puzzle stuff. DG, I'll be a year behind on that one. A lot of my other stuff is hets, man, so a lot of just normal het females, at least as far as the girls go. This is a yellow belly het puzzle female that's about to drop here soon. She was the jigsaw het puzzle, so same sire as that visual you saw. Really just want some Mojave yellow belly puzzles from that. I did produce a pinstripe puzzle too. That went down south to Oregon with my buddy. Amazing snake, but I want to work it out of my puzzle stuff. This is one of our first real nice GHI combos. Deep in shed, but she is a GHI Mojave yellow belly, and she is seriously like pitch black. When she's not in shed.
You sure that's not super?
I'm sure. We've produced clutches with her. Well, a clutch, and not everything was GHI.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense.
And honestly, I looked at other GHI Mojave yellow bellies, and she's different. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm missing something,
yeah.
or maybe it's just the line of stuff. But she's produced some really dark stuff. Which
wow.
This is a guy right here. This guy's
I
fire.
believe this is GHI Mojave leopard yellow belly 100% het clown.
Imagine Clown in that.
Bro.
So, honestly, I can't wait to breed this boy next year, take him to some red striped clown girls and see what pops out. So this would work perfectly with the GHI yellow belly hypo puzzle stuff we have hatching this year. Hopefully I can hit that.
Oh, so he's already so dark.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's lightened up a little bit since he hatched, but honestly, he's kept that real dark, just dark color. If anything, his blushing has just got a little more intense since he hatched. He honestly confused me at first because I was like, no way this can look like this. I looked up other GHI Mojave leopard yellow bellies. They don't look like him. It still to this day confuses me, although I will say the dad of this clutch possibly has something floating in him that we don't know.
Right.
So that could also be at play, but until proven, it's just what I know it is.
Yeah.
GHI Mojave leopard yellow belly, possibly a floater, and it's 100% het clown.
All right, guys, that's all for this facility tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, go check out my boy Dillon. I'm gonna put all his info in the description below. He's got awesome stuff, super cool dude. Dillon, thank you for the hospitality while we were here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, good stuff. Burms are awesome. Like he said, the puppy dog of the big snakes. I'm sold on them. I kind of want one now, to be completely honest. But like always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.